Hey, Cody here with Creation Outdoors, and happy October 1st to you all. It's a big day for a lot of bow hunters out there, especially in places like Michigan and in Iowa. Here in Minnesota, we've been open for a while, but this is actually my first bow hunt of the year in Minnesota, and it's full of anticipation. So come along, because I have high hopes for tonight. Finally made it in the tree, and it didn't go as smooth as it could have. There's not a lot of trees suitable for tree stands here, so I'm making do, and I forgot a piece to my camera mount, so it could have gone smoother, is what I'm trying to say. But we're up here, and it's just great to be out here. October 1st, a day a lot of people look forward to, so a little bit about this setup is, last week there was 85-degree temperatures, 80, 85, and this week has just been a gigantic cold front and largely in the 50s. But tonight the bottom is supposed to drop out. We have our first freeze warning of the year here in Minnesota, so I'm hoping that gets deer up on their feet. I saw a lot of good sign on the way into this spot. Several rubs, and I actually have a scrape right here below me, so that's encouraging. I'm hunting this little travel corridor here. I'm giving a field edge a try for this first sit of the year here in Minnesota. And essentially, what's the situation is, I'm between these two cornfields, and deer run this ridge that's just off here in front of me, and there's a little bit of a gap here between the corn and the tree before it drops off to the ridge. And it seems like this is a pretty big travel corridor, and there's generally a lot of sign here, and like I said, several rubs and a scrape right below me, so I'm hopeful for tonight, and looking forward to just spending some time in the woods. It's definitely good for mental health, good all around. So if you're out on October 1st, good luck to you, be safe, and keep us posted if you get anything. So I'm gonna sit tight and settle in here and see what comes my way. So I have hope. This weird mix of public and private, essentially. So there's a lottery that takes place, and you can put your name in the hat, and they draw names. And so my name got drawn for the month of September and October, along with 5-6 other guys, and it's actually next to a gun range. So if we hear gunshots through the night, that's the reason. But my theory is that the deer are used to it, and I imagine that they probably are, because it's a pretty active gun range. So the wind is good for this spot, for this transition, and things are feeling good for the night, for the first sit of the year in Minnesota. Well, things are happening fast. I was just reaching around to put another layer on, and a doe was sneaking right behind me. She didn't see me, but I think she smelled me, because I didn't anticipate the deer coming from that direction, so that may make things a little bit interesting. But for first deer of the year in bow range, she was right behind me, but she didn't blow. Like I said, I'm hopeful about tonight.
Alright, that was the night. That buck, it was a buck, and it did end up working my way. It was actually through the corn, and it turned out it was a 1.5-year-old spike or 4-point. It was tough to tell because it was way at last light, and that's why I didn't have any footage. And it was just creeping through the corn, nearly silently. But I did get eyes on it, and that was a good night in the woods. So just a deer very early and a deer very late, and then some turkeys in between to keep us company. But that's positive. Just a great night to be in the woods. But based on where those turkeys came from, or where that first deer came from, I think that if I went back to that spot, I would set up with a different wind and use different access. So we're learning as we go. And that was a big part of the goals for this year. If you didn't catch the North Dakota video, I talked a lot in that video about, you know, trying to come away with insight and knowledge from every sit. And so I think I accomplished that here. And in that video, I talked about making sure to set up on good fresh sign, and I definitely did that here. I was 8 yards from a scrape that looked like it was made this morning, and there were some rubs on the way in. So successful night, and I think I'll get back out maybe this weekend, probably not tomorrow, which is Friday, but I'm hoping to get back out on Saturday morning. But happy October, and the first night is in the books. So I think I'm gonna go get some warm food, and you should too. So thanks for watching.
Okay, closing in on prime time here. Nothing after that first doe busted me, except a lot of chickadees, which is okay because I love chickadees. I think they have the greatest personality of any bird.